absolutely huge day today. Absolutely huge events today. Trump got his victory today. You know, got his victory talking about birthright citizenship. So I'm gonna play a little Father Indigo, or wait for some people to get some of the family members to get notified before we begin. Ain't nobody talking about that 800-pound gorilla in the corner. Great seeing everybody. Ain't nobody talking about that 800-pound gorilla in the corner. Trump is out here telling everybody the 14th Amendment was not about you immigrants. The 14th Amendment was talking about these so-called black people. Talking about the Israelites. Talking about the 14th Amendment goes back to the people that were suffering the curses of Deuteronomy 28, 16 through 68. Those were the only ones that were considered 3/5 of a man. They were not considered human. They were the ones that needed the law to make them human. It was never for all the immigrants to come over here. And see, everybody's talking about this decision and they're talking about the end of birthright citizenship, but I haven't seen not one person from the migrants and from the other side trying to explain away what Trump said about the 14th Amendment being for so-called black people. And it's like they're talking about going to court. What leg do you have to stand on in court? What law do you guys have to stand on in court? When your president, your daddy, just told you, and everybody has been talking about it, the 14th Amendment was concerning black people. So let's play a little Father Indigo to give people a chance to get notified. They got nothing. They got nothing. Trying to come in here and interject their problems on us. We don't care about your problems, bruh. We'll talk to a blast or a Hamite.
Busted out for patience, cooking pizza, having aprons. Angelic in my cadence, these calls for separation. Sounding like moving blatant, blessing God been waiting. Initiating stations, pyramids, rising vibrations. Open up your heart to my love right now. God recently time to bring God down. Don't believe it's water, non-believers must drown. Don't need a Bentley cause my tribe was bound. Been hated on since the king touched down. Everything you owe us, you must bring us now. Big dog, big dog,
Trolls are out here in force already, huh? Who trolls on a Friday night? They couldn't wait to get out here to try to troll, right? All praises to the Most High. Thank you, Father. Thank you to our Mother. Thank you to the Holy Spirit. Thank you to our angels. Thank you to Yahweh. Again, thank you to our ancestors, because we are the manifestation of the prayers of our ancestors. You know? And this is an absolutely enormous day. You know? Trump is out here telling the whole world that the 14th Amendment was for us. Now, think of all the Latinos that just voted for Trump. See, you guys must have thought that Trump was going to keep that secret. Everybody knows that the 14th Amendment was made for us. It's nothing new. Everybody knows, but no one says anything about it. You know what I'm saying? No one's been saying anything about it, but you guys have all known, right? It's just Trump, hey, he didn't say anything about the 14th Amendment last time he was president, did he? He didn't go, hey, you guys do know the 14th Amendment is for so-called black people. Do you think he just figured that out? Nah, he knew that. But he was the last president of you guys being in your blessing. That was the difference. So they're going to keep the party rolling. They're going to keep the party rolling. When he came in the last time, 2016, I said, because it was still your guys' blessing. But the fact that the Most High used him a second time to bring utter destruction and to bring out these secrets. See, this shows you that he's being used by the Holy Spirit. Because what was supposed to happen? The Holy Spirit was supposed to do what? Bring all things back into remembrance. So the fact that all of a sudden Trump is out here today saying that, hey, we implemented the 14th Amendment wrong. We gave people perks and money and they pretty much got them established in this country off of false pretense. And what you got to watch is all these people are making videos all over TikTok about this landmark decision. And they're playing Trump saying the 14th Amendment was for black people. It was for slaves. It was intended for the children of slaves. And I have not seen one immigrant, one white person trying to just debunk that. They're saying, oh, he's trying to take away birthright. It's been established like this for 150 years. So it was established like that for 150 years for a time. You got to run things for a time until the time of the Gentiles become in. If you can't realize right now that the time of the Gentiles is over with, I don't know what to tell you. Because old boy right now is just destroying your whole foundation. The whole foundation of you guys coming over here, because you guys keep saying, I came over here for a better life. I came searching for a better life. Yes, but at pretty much at our expense. You came over here to get a better life at the expense of the Israelites. You did that at our expense. And you didn't even ask, please, and you didn't even say, thank you. It is over now. There's no putting the cat back in the bag. You know what I'm saying? There's no, and look, as we get closer and closer to July 10th, we get closer and closer to that 7-month window, okay, of us manifesting with Pluto, just like in 1776. By July 4th, there's a whole new country. Now look now, you got June 27th, and you had this huge landmark edition. They're like, well, they didn't debate it, the whole birthright citizenship. They don't have to. The fact that they can't block it now means that he can go forward in the red states at this point, right? But even now in the other states, if you try to go to litigate this in the court system, what leg do you have to stand on? How are you going to say that the 14th Amendment should apply to people who come over here and have babies and get benefits? Was that the intent of the 14th Amendment? See, it happened, it was okay before because you were in your blessing. And everybody, just like today, they're all ignoring what Trump said. You've been able to ignore, you guys in your other nations ignore everything. You ignore, again, when priests rape little boys. You ignore when 800 fetuses are found in a septic tank. You ignore when, you've just been utterly lied to about Israel and Iran. You got lied to saying that he obliterated all of the Iranians, nuclear capabilities. But then they knew before that they had already moved everything. So you all just believe everything, and you're not up in arms or anything. Because, as long as you get the dainties, you're good. As long as you can get those dainties, you're fine. Right? But I want to play a couple of those clips, especially that one of Trump. Because like I said, if Trump is out here saying that, the 14th Amendment was for, hold on real quick.
And he's allowing Trump to put,
hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Let me get it. Right here.
Thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. Thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed
Again,
with numerous policies
that
that
was
have been
for
wrongly enjoined on
that
a
was
nationwide.
for the babies of slaves. I don't know how you expect to get around that and say that they meant that way back then or in the 1800s for everybody to come and take advantage of that. And the thing is, none of you immigrants, none of the, so-called Europeans, nobody is touching that. No one is touching that at all. Babies of slaves. Now, I saw this video. Look at this clown. He's a priest. All of a sudden now he's talking about the babies and the kids. Man, fuck them kids. That's what y'all be saying. You talking about all of a sudden now you worried about kids? This priest is now worried about kids. I'm not saying fuck them kids. That's what your priest has been saying, because we've been talking about our kids.
Guys, I had to jump on right now and talk
You know what I'm
to you
saying?
because my heart...
That's what they've been saying about our kids. They've been saying fuck them kids. When we talk about what's happened to our kids getting shot down in the streets, our kids getting mistreated, what have these other nations been saying? Fuck them kids. That's what they've been saying about our kids this whole time. All of a sudden now this clown wants to come out here and have a video talking about how he's so also worried about kids. I'm like, bro, you're a priest. You ain't worried about no damn kids. All you've been worried about is what you can do to them kids and get away with. Right?
Is breaking. Did the Supreme Court of the United States really just end birthright citizenship effectively? I thought Trump was going after gang members and criminals. So he said, babies? Little babies? Babies can be deported? Or worse, these kids might have no country. If they're fleeing oppression, as many of these people are, they're refugees. These people love to quote Leviticus. What the hell ever happened to the foreigner resided amongst you must be treated as your native born? Love them as you love yourselves, for you were foreigners in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. This country, they love.
Since when have y'all been worried about our kids? Since when you thought we were foreigners from Africa? When did you guys treat us right? When you were calling us African American, when did you treat us right? See, it just doesn't. This is not going to work. This is not going to age well. You guys now all of a sudden try to, what about Leviticus? Since when have y'all worried about Leviticus? When have you guys been worried about any of this stuff? See, this is not going to age well for you guys. You guys trying to all of a sudden act all holy when we've been bringing out all the stuff y'all been doing to us in the Inquisition. Not a word. Stuff you get to our kids, not a word. All we've been getting for our children from you guys is fuck them kids, fuck them black kids. We don't care about those kids. They're not even human. They're 3/5 of a man. Hey, womb law. So you have a kid, sell them. Sell this kid here, sell this kid here. So you cared about our kids then. But see, now all of a sudden, now you worried about the kids, huh? Come on now. Let me play this a little bit. It's almost done.
Yourselves, for you were foreigners in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. This country, they love to wave around the Bible and the Constitution. And they just basically tore up both of them. This country's given itself over to anger and hatred. And it's soul crushing. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. I want to talk to you. I want to talk.
No, we don't want to talk to you, bruh. Again, but you see now how this is all working out. Looking for sympathy. Looking like you guys have some type of, what have I been telling you guys about? This is about authority. You guys do not have authority. You don't have authority over that Bible. That Bible is done. That Bible was never yours in the first place. So don't even be trying to, act like all of a sudden now you're trying to use the Bible, because that stuff ain't gonna work no more. You see what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden now you busting out that talk about, come on now. I said this is absolutely huge. And you got black people out here, we need to come together. And I'll grow up, my sister here is stop the raccoonery.
My brothers and sisters, I need to say this gently. Stop the raccoonery. Just because somebody's brown or...
Stop the raccoonery. Hey, Pastor Mitchell, how you going to explain this one right here? I thought you said God loves everybody. We're all equal. We're all the same. Well, apparently, that ain't the case. See, we've been at the bottom this whole time. You kind of find some coons to come out here and say some things or whatever else, ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Trump, the guys you guys just
Major
voted
breaking
for.
news.
You guys just voted for this dude 6 months ago. 6 months ago, 6 months in office, and he has just destroyed birthright citizenship. And not one of you are saying like, hey, you know, this isn't right because of this, and that. Saying this is the way it's been for 150 years is not going to work, because you now are going to have to deal with our power. You're now going to have to deal with our God, as you say. Our power. He's coming for you because he's given you hundreds of years to fix the problem. And you've chosen not to do that. You've chosen to be quiet. Just like right now, you have the perfect opportunity to explain to us right now, explain to us how the 14th Amendment applied to all of you vassals. Please show me how that even works that way. How you're going to be able to explain that, oh yeah, that meant us too. The 14th Amendment, that was for all people. Because it's, again, that is exactly what Kamala did. I'm not gonna do anything just to benefit black people. I'm not gonna pass anything just to benefit black people. I'm gonna make it so that everybody gets a chance to benefit. And that's not what the Most High wanted. And check this out.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Can you freaking believe this? They believe the same people who have done the most unimaginable evil to them. Hundreds of years later, they will still defend our lies like loyal dogs.
You cannot spread your doctrine here.
For God so loved the world.
Thanks to this decision, we can now promptly file to proceed with numerous policies that have been wrongly enjoined on a nationwide basis. And some of the cases we're talking about would be ending birthright citizenship, which now comes to the fore. That was meant for the babies of slaves. Thanks to this decision, we can now...
How are you going to come at that? How are you going to come at that? AI is, I mean, it's a beast when used properly.
You
You know what
gotta
I'm saying?
stop.
When used properly now, I mean, like, that's that dude from LULAC who said pretty much, hold on. Hold on. It's not gonna stop. Well, not gonna work. I'm not gonna keep playing it. But pretty much that the Negro problem is not their problem. That's what they've been doing. Now look, we're also working up till July 10th. You know, we're working to the 2nd of July. I mean, there's all these different things that are coming up. Like that video I think we said was it the 7th of July, talking about when Uranus goes into Gemini and all of that. I mean, like, the next week or two is going to be epic. The next couple of weeks are going to be epic, okay? Because the Most High ain't playing with these people no more. Our people now must rise. Now you other nations are going to realize the white man can't do nothing for you. These colonizers can't do nothing for you. They do not have power like that anymore. They don't have power over these lands anymore. You will either cleave to the Most High's people and our power, or you will be removed by the Most High. It's simple as that. You thought ICE was active before. What do you think is going to happen now that the Most High's allowed, you know, pretty much just showed you the whole world. He's pretty much, you know, made everyone aware. He's made the announcement. The 14th Amendment was for my people. All of the things that you guys have built up for yourselves is going to go back to my people. If it's not true, prove it. And that's it. They look for a nation that cannot save them. You look for a people that cannot save you. Esau cannot save you. Pastor Mitchell, who's joined with Esau, he damn sure can't teach you or save you. So be my guest. Please prove me wrong. Prove my people wrong. Prove your daddy Trump wrong. See, we've been telling you that we're the Most High's chosen people. We've been telling you that these lands are ours. We've been telling you that the Most High has a covenant with our people, and if you want to try to avoid some of this judgment, you cleave to us. You bless us. We are standing in great boldness, and we have been in great boldness telling you these things. And you don't want to listen. But now your daddy just told you the 14th Amendment and all of those perks that you guys have been enjoying, those were ours. And you've all worked together to make sure that we could not get any of these. So like I said, no please, no thank you when you got here. No please or thank you from any of you. So now the Most High made Trump go out here today, and he just told you that 14th Amendment that we've been using to give you everything, yeah, that wasn't meant for you. That was meant for the so-called black.
Question for both the President and the Attorney General. Under birthright citizenship, if this is implemented, who would be tasked with actually vetting citizenship? And how, like, would this be a situation where you have nurses and doctors checking for citizenship?
The Most High is going to vet who needs to be here and who doesn't. So you guys act like y'all still in charge. You think that Trump would be out here saying this stuff and doing this stuff? He had his chance to do it before. He didn't do it. What's changed? What's changed? What's changed is the time. What switched, just so you can see, you know, the extremities. You can see how when he was in charge during your guys' blessing, during the white man's blessings, during the Psalms 83 blessings, he was moving much different than he is now. What's changed? We're blessed now. You're in the curses now. That is what switched. That's why y'all felt so comfortable voting for him a second time, because you thought, oh, he's going to go after these Negroes. He's going to remove these Negroes. Oh, you talking about the criminals? The criminals here are the black people. The black people are the ones that, you know, are always, you know, they're always committing crimes and always doing bad. See, that's why y'all thought it was okay to vote for him, because you thought he was going to come after us. Not understanding that the real criminals were the ones that came and stole our birthright citizenship. And that goes all, the white people did the same. They did it first. See, the Europeans came and stole our lands, stole our resources, stole our labor first. Then they told you, hey, come over here and get a piece of this American dream. Come over here and get this land of milk and honey. Then they invited you over here so that misery doesn't love company. That's what happened. So again, gotcha, bitch. Right? That's it. Come and get a piece of this pie. But they didn't tell you that when you come over here and you come over here and you come over here and you messing with them people, you're going to have to deal with their father. And that is what you're dealing with today. And they're like, well, how are you going to implement this? Don't worry. The Most High will let them know how to implement it. And the thing is that you guys voted for this. And don't think, trust me, Most High didn't want Kamala in there. He wanted Trump in there. Because, again, you can see the extremities. You can see how he governed when he was in his white man Edomite blessing. And now he's going to govern when now that blessing has been taken away. And now the blessing is given right back to the Israelites. Now you see the difference. Now you guys are, I didn't vote for this. Yeah, you did. You voted for it for me. So long as he came after people like me. So long as you can continue to enjoy the 14th Amendment that we fought for, that we deserved, that we went through. You guys did not go through the curses. So therefore, you did not deserve the perks of the 13th and 14th Amendment. And that is why no one is saying a word about that. I mean, how many videos have you guys seen of the other nations trying to say, oh, Trump, you're wrong. The 14th Amendment wasn't for black people. I haven't seen one person, not that looks like us, I'm saying of Edomites, of the Blassels, of the Vassals. I have not seen one person try to explain how, that's not true, and it wasn't for black people.
Under birthright citizenship, if this is implemented.
And it's like, how would this not be implemented? How are you guys gonna stop it? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you guys think this is gonna? How do you guys think you guys are gonna be able to stop this? I said, because you're not gonna be able to. This brother right here at the beginning.
So I woke up and the first thing I see is TikTok lit today. So we exposing the natives, we exposing the YTs. This what we doing today? Because I'm all for it. Welcome to the cookout. Everybody got so much to say. We ain't the natives, huh? No, we are the natives. Excuse me, we ain't the natives. We the originals. Not only to America, but to the whole entire earth. It's ours. So what happened? I'll tell you what happened. They burned down all of our paper, birth certificates, pictures, documents. They burned down our buildings. I'm talking about houses. I'm talking about sacred places. I'm talking about libraries, okay? They bulldozed all of our mounds. Not only did they bulldoze the mound, they went inside, dug everything up, stole it, and left it there as a viewing site for foreigners and immigrants to go look at. They hired fake chiefs. They paid YT people $5 to take our lands. They erased our identity, reclassified us, relocated us, and told us we were from Africa. Well, I tell you what, since you like giving the credit of the pyramid builder culture, the mound builder culture, the agriculture that's flourished the Americas, and not only Americas, but spread through the entire world, since you want to take credit for it, or you want to give that credit to people who don't deserve it, do it again. Build some more pyramids. Build some more free energy centers. Build some more subway systems. Build some more street cars and street buses. Build it. Do it. Since y'all are the original Americans who were here before us, repeat the history. Replicate the culture. Oh yeah, you can't.
Oh yeah, you can't. You see, now we're giving true knowledge of the scriptures. Why haven't y'all been doing this? Oh, you can't. How come y'all haven't been breaking down Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, talking about the voluptuousness that you guys all get to use, all get to enjoy, and how, the laws are going to pretty much be your power, and how you're going to be able to enjoy this voluptuous, how all of you are going to get your opportunity to enjoy the voluptuousness. Why don't you guys explain all that? Why don't y'all break that down? Oh, you can't. But you get these, these fake, priests coming in here complaining. All of a sudden now they're caring about the babies. And we're this idiot right here.
Honestly, this isn't new. They've been saying this for a long time. I've been fighting this battle with these people for a long time. And before all the black folks were saying this, it was the white folks saying it. That's where they got it from. And every time I post on it, it's like, you're saying the same thing that the white folks were saying 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. This is old news.
Trying to talk about people saying they're indigenous. And it was supposedly before the white people trying to say that they were indigenous. I was like, the white people told you were indigenous. What the hell are you talking about? The white man is the one that said you guys were the civilized tribes, and they're the ones that recognize you. They're the ones that came up with the whole blood quantum with you in order for them to give you casinos and give you, again, stuff that wasn't yours. Didn't you get your birthright citizenship in when? 1924 from Coolidge? So how can you say the white man was the one that's trying to steal your culture when they're the one that gave you your culture? They're the ones that approved your culture. Exactly. Why don't they ever talk about the $5 ones? Exactly.
Looking
very
this, for a long time. Yeah, I've been in this fight since I was a teenager. When I first met the BHI guys, and I've been fighting with them for a long time. And this is just something that
I'm just funny. I'm just kind of funny. Why would you be fighting with the BHI guys when they're the ones that have been trying to actually say that you're Hebrew? They've been wanting to be brothers with you. They've been wanting to kick it with you. They've been wanting to tell you that you're Gad and everything else. So wait a minute. So how have you been fighting with them for all these years? That don't make no sense. They were the ones we're the ones that have been telling you that you ain't the people that you say you are. BHI has been ones that saying, oh yeah, you're Indians and you're our people. So that's not true at all. That's not true at all. But again, they're the approved Hebrew Israelites, so therefore we got to talk about the BHI guys, right?
I feel like I have to fight against. And you're trying to erase our culture, our heritage, everything. And what I say to these white guys, they say this year, like.
So again, why would black Hebrews be doing that when they're the ones that have been trying to get you guys to come and work with them and to be brotherly with them? That's not even true.
So you're just trying to, what's it called? Take away the blame from what your people did. That you raped and murdered and genocided of people and enslaved another people to bring over to replace us as slaves because we couldn't be kept in one spot.
Oh, so now all of a sudden now you're going against the white man? That the one that gave you blood quantum and gave you casinos and everything else. All of a sudden now, just like everybody else, all of a sudden now we have the common enemy of the white man. Get the hell up out of here. And everybody, you guys over because you guys are just so strong. And you guys are so strong and they couldn't enslave you, so they had to go and get us. Because you guys were so strong. Does that really? You guys are that tough, huh? If you guys are so strong and whatever else, how come you guys living off of welfare, living on reservations right now? How come you don't physically, the Most High raised up his people. So his people are going to stand out. His people, even in our worst condition, we still physically excel at everything. And mentally, we excel at everything. And spiritually, we excel at everything. The people that are breaking down these scriptures are our people. The people that go out here and run faster, jump, or do all these physical things better than you. The ones that come up with all of these inventions that you have hidden through patents and given to other, credit to other people have been, again, those have been our people. How you pretty much had to bring the whole world over here and call them all immigrants in order for them to try to keep us down because you couldn't do it by yourself. So it's been 99% against the less than 1%. But you guys are all so strong. Miss me. The whole world is falling apart. Where are you at? Besides arguing with BHIs. What light are you guys, you natives, bringing to the world besides fighting with people saying that you're the people when you can't prove it? Again, we're the people that talking about birthright citizenship. 1860s was given to our people. Why was it not given to you so-called natives until 1924? It seems like everyone after 1800, 1865 has been getting a little piece of our birthright citizenship. And it sounds like you natives included. It sounds like you natives included have been getting, a little something, something. So just something to think about. I said, because big things are going on right now. Sister right here.
I am so glad that Donald Trump spoke on the issue of birthright citizenship that Democrats have been so dead set on fighting, and said that birthright citizenship was for the benefit of African Americans. It was added in 1868 for the benefit of slaves and their children, not for the benefit of migrants who have come to this country illegally over these past few years, who have walked across the Texas border and had babies in this country and abused the 14th Amendment because they automatically know that if they have a baby in this country, then that baby is a United States citizen. Many women over these past few years have conveniently forgotten to disclose the fact that they were pregnant because they knew that once they crossed the border and had a baby on American soil, that baby is automatically an American citizen. Why is it okay, in Democrats' point of view, for people like migrants who have not earned the right to be in this country to automatically be given rights that black people, African American people in this country had to fight so hard to get? Since Democrats claim to be the party of inclusion, the party who fights for rights, fights for the African American people, why are you so content giving away rights to somebody else who are not even citizens, who don't even belong in this country? I am so glad that Donald Trump spoke on the issue of...
So again, you know, prove it wrong. Prove it wrong.
First, they...
And they've been having these hearings.
Intended that the children of tribal Indians who resided on reservations and owed their direct allegiance to their tribes would not be entitled to birthright citizenship, but the children of assimilated Indians who had left their reservations and had established permanent residence among the body politic of the states would be in.
So they're talking a lot, like I said. So again, to all you nations, immigrants, Europeans, and it's hilarious that people are like, oh, they only want a white country. They only want white people here. They're not staying here either. They're not staying here either. So if you know, so it's like you guys are acting like, oh, this is going to black and brown people. They want a white country only. Do you think this is the Most High at work? You think the Most High is about to let the people who've raped, robbed, murdered, and stolen and been the head of this whole corporation and organization, that they're going to be able to stay? I mean, they're going to be able to stay, but not the way they think they're going to be able to stay. How about that? We should just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. But the Most High is reigning and ruling, and he is the one that's implementing all of this. The only way that the stuff makes sense is because the Most High is in charge. And now he's showing you who his people are. You're going to know who the Most High's people are. It's not going to be a guess. And the people who look like us, who've sold out, they ain't the people either. So don't worry. Most High going to take care of them too. Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. You will know who the Most High loves soon enough. You're already seeing it, because he's already showing you who he loves, because he's raising those people up while everyone else is sinking to the bottom. Enjoy those dregs. Shalom.